Okay, so the MC-808. I'm going to have an attempt at, from scratch, exploring the possibilities of different time signatures and their use on the MC-808. This is prompted by a gentleman, Patrick Richardson, who I've commented on one of my other videos. This is probably going to be long form, probably take a while. I'm not a tutor, I'm just a person exploring, and there's a lot of stuff I don't know about this, so if you're a beginner like me and you find interest in this kind of thing, then that's great. If not, probably won't be very good for you. Anyway, moving on. So different time signatures is what Patrick was asking about. Within the 16 parts that you can have on the MC-808, when you do a recording, there's real-time record or TREC, which is like your pattern programming. You've got this beat 4/4 time, say, and I can't alter that. You might not be able to see this, by the way. It's a terrible orange sort of display, and it says there rec beat 4/4. You can't just alter that if there are other parts with that time. So first thing to do, if I just zoom out a bit so we can see what I'm pressing here, exit out of there and go to a new pattern. So I'm going to go up, press shift, because then it goes up in stages of 10, and get to an empty one. There we go. So now empty pattern, press enter, that brings us all clean. So this is similar to programming a drum machine or similar, but in whichever mode you select, you can still change the beat. So 5/4/4/4. Let's just deal with that noise. So I'll go to the tap button, which is slightly off screen, and click off for the time being. Back into either real time. My apologies. Real time. I'm using TREC because it's easy just to hit a note, and we know it's exactly the same for timing, so that you can listen to the differences in variation of the different time signatures. And this might not make a lot of sense to everybody, but there we go. Right, so record beat. So if I start off, we can start 2/4, 3/4. So I'll do it in 3/4 time for this particular part in this particular pattern. So this is the first pattern. It's in 3/4 time, and I'm going to change it. The record measure length. That's now record measure length 1. If you can see that. So that's everything set up. You can do record velocity if you want, how hard you would hit the pads normally. The thing with TREC is it'll only record note information in this mode. It won't record any changes you make to the sliders for filter, etc. But it's easy, as in programming a drum machine, just to program it in easy. So we've got it now set at 3/4 time signature, 1 beat, and maximum velocity, so that the notes are at constant noise level. Right, here we go. So I'm just going to put one there. So you should be able to hear it now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can see it up here if I zoom out a bit. So that's now done. The pattern, I need to save it by pressing right, I'm going to change it to, I'll just change it to 3/4, I think. That's 3. So let's just take a second. Don't know of a quick way to do this. There probably is one. 3/4. That'll do. Enter. Are you sure you want to save it in this location? Yes, I am sure. Writing. So the pattern now is called 3/4 ER pattern. Right. So next we go to the next pattern. Yeah. Which is empty. If I press play, nothing. So now I want to go in, same noise. Yeah. And maybe I'll play it an octave up. That might be worth doing. Go into recording, TR rec mode, press play, record beat. Now I did 3/4, so now we'll do 4/4, which is normal for a lot of people. Yeah, and we'll say OK. And we're getting 4 beats this time. In fact, no, we wanted to go up, didn't we? So I'm going to change the note to B4. There we go. And I'll record that one. Ah, right. So a mistake I made there was I set the length. I didn't set the length to 1. Right, so now it won't let me change it below 4. So I'm going to exit and go to the next pattern. Go back to the pattern. So yeah, just a quick look in the manual. Undo erase. Yes, I'm sure. Right, so now nothing's in there. Hopefully I can go here, record beating 4/4, length to 1. Right, yeah, so undo. I didn't think about that. New at this. So let's try again. So we've got that as now recorded. That's great. Now where are we going next? We're going to the next pattern. We're going to use the same voice, and we'll use the same TR rec. 4/4 will now go to 5/4. Length, remember length down to 1. Okay. And then we'll do this up, maybe another octave. That's it. So play. There we go, just check it. Right, so we've got those 3 at different time signatures. We'll do a last one, or maybe 2. There we go. Next pattern, which is empty. TR rec. Record the beat in 4/4, 5/4, 6/4. We'll do it in, I don't know what 7/4 time would sound like. Let's have a look and do it in a length of 1, and off we go. Okay, so that's in 7/4 time. Never heard of 7/4 time before. That'll be enough, I think. Right, so. Oh, now then, did I save? I didn't, did I? I didn't save the other two with different names. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Let's go to save this one anyway in 7/4 time. 7/4 time. Great. So that's a 7/4 time. This one is completely empty because I didn't save it. All good. So that's 3/4. So I'll have that one. Change that to 4/4. 4/4. Length 1. Except I was going up an octave with that one too. Right, there we go. This time I'll save it as 4/4. Yes, save it. Brilliant. So always remember to save the pattern you've just edited. So I've got 3/4 pattern, 4/4 pattern. Next one needs to be 5/4 pattern. So we'll do this an octave up. TR rec. Record this in, that was in 5/4, we want to do this one, want it? And again, one length. And go, and we'll take it up. We'll do it there. Right, so let's have a right of that and change that number to 5, 5, 4. Five, 4, enter, show, done. So we've got 3/4 pattern, 4/4 pattern, 5/4 pattern, 7/4 pattern. Right, so we have them all then. So what pattern's this? Let's have a look. TR rec. So that's in 3/4 as well. Right, so we'll have that as the base pattern to use. Just that tick, 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 tick. And as you can see along the bottom line here, it goes along and it's 1, 2, 3 beats because it's in 3/4 time. Now, to play different meters, because you can't have different parts within a pattern on different meters, I'm going to be using this RPS function. So select RPS over here, and I've got one of them. That's rather boring. Now, if I want to edit this thing, I have to press Shift RPS. Right, so that then puts me into RPS selection mode, so I can choose which RPS I want, so I can do that. Yeah, so that's the RPS named selection. So there's up to 16 real-time patterns in there. They're all at the meter they were recorded in though. So what that means is if I go back to 1, and I've had a mess about with this before, so I've called it ×3 instead. There's different settings there, so what I'm going to do now is change the different patterns to the ones I've just made, if that makes sense. Yeah. RPS part 3. Yeah. So let's exit out of there. Sorry. Exit. How do I exit out of there? Right, so we've gone to there. Turn RPS off. So exit out of the RPS edit mode, and there we go. Right. So what I need to do now is go to the 3/4 pattern and assign that here onto the RPS. So shift RPS, I want to put it in that list, so the ×3 list of 16 patterns, and I want to put it on part 1 there. I think that's what, is that how I do it? Pattern bank A, part 1. No, that's telling me what it is. Right, so I think, yeah. So with anything in RPS, this is something else I didn't know, to alter, let's exit out of there, using this pattern, where was I? That pattern there. So the 3/4 pattern, which is to use that pattern in the RPS, I have to press and hold the RPS button, which gives me this RPS set, and then press where I want it to go. So I'll put it in 1, assigned to pad 1. So now if I turn RPS, this track now sounds like this. Yeah. And if I press the RPS button, it'll play it. So I can play the pattern and press RPS as well. So you can play the pattern over itself. So there, because I hit it on the note, it's now, you're getting that chorus effect because they're slightly out of timing. So you decide the timing. When you press it, it'll start repeating. Yeah. Which also means that if I now go to this pattern, which is just that tick noise, I can then use RPS. Yeah. Now at the moment they're both obviously in the same time signature of 3/4. So then if I go to the next pattern that I want to assign to pad 2, which will be the 4/4 pattern, I press RPS set, and I want to put it in that group, because you can change the group. So the ×3 group, and assign it to pad 2. So on pad 1 we've got, and on pad 2 we've got, yeah, so we're pressing both at the same time. So you can hold that as well. And then you've got the pattern to play. So there you've got the interesting extra bits working together. I just pressed hold then to take that off, so they're not held, because these won't hold down unless you press hold and then do the pad, and you can, that then makes it a toggle, if you will. Right, so next thing we need to do is go to the next pattern, which is the 5/4 time pattern, and assign that by pressing RPS to the times 3 group, which is the one we're using, and that's to pad 3. I think we're on now. Hooray. So now we've got, and we've got, and we've got, yeah. So you can play those, or you can press them all at the same time. Yeah. And then we go to the next pattern. Final one. Hooray. I can hear someone say, hooray, okay, let's go today, because it's taking forever to do this. So this pattern, we're going to assign to pad 4. Done. Yeah. So now, if we go back to our original pattern, which was this user pattern here, yeah, and I'm just going to change that noise, cause oh, right, sorry, my apologies. So what I have here is I've forgotten, just using mute there to find out which track I've actually recorded, which part I've recorded in. So it's actually part 10, which I didn't have selected. So I'm going to select part 10. Yeah, so that's where the noise is. So if I'm going to change that noise, I'll have to put something in here. So let's go back to that. And we're just looking for. So this is this a 4-length pattern? This is a 4-length pattern. So it'll be there. There it is. Right. So that's. I'm just going to turn off when we do this the click, because it's annoying me. Sorry, exit out of there. Right, so what I need to do now, using backwards and forwards, I'm scrolling through the there's bar 1, 2, 3 and 4 there. So I want to try and take off where's the number? There it is. There it is. There it is. Right, so we've got rid of it. Yeah. So I'm now selecting, because it's a drum kit, I can select a different one of the samples. Right, so we'll try using that. And we'll just have a basic drum beat, go to bar 2, bar 3 and bar 4. Right, so let's have a listen to that. Yeah, and that's in 3/4 time. That's why it's only going to 12, because it's got bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, and then it's back to bar 1 again. But that'll just mean this is a constant 4/4 pattern now. And if we do a stop of that and save it, done. Right, so we'll start on this pattern. Yeah, we can. Yeah, but no, we're going to start playing that pattern. Put the RPS on, and then go hold. So they're both 3/4 times, so they're going to mesh up, but we can go yep, and then we'll put the second one. Third one and fourth one. So now we've got all those going, and you'll be able to hear the changes. Now we can, if I press down the RPS and hold it, I think, can we affect? I thought by pressing that we could affect, maybe not. Right, let's just stop that. Let's go to cut off. Yeah, so you have to keep the RPS button pressed to affect the RPS's settings. So if I start with that and then drop the cut off down, right, so it's muted. Yeah. Interesting. That's not changing the cutoff for it. Anyway, hopefully you get the idea. Even though I've messed something up there, I don't know what I've done. Because I'm not hearing it now. Let's exit out of there. Go to the next pattern. There we go. Right, so I can press play on that pattern. Go to RPS. And then select the others. Oh, apart from the fact I've got to I've got to put hold to do that. So you've got a 4/4 pattern there, and then these going on. And obviously you've got that thing going on in the background, you can do something beautiful with it or something. You know, just play your thing. Oh, that is a thing as well, you can't use any of these others whilst you're using RPS. So go play, explore, have fun. Hopefully one of you might produce a better short tutorial on how to do that sort of weird RPS thing. Who knows? You can definitely hear they've got different time signatures. Just go and have fun. That'll do, that'll do. Cut, cut.